Let's get one thing clear up front. Hazardous materials and hazardous waste are not just trash with a warning label. You can't just bag it, tag it, and toss it in a dumpster, because the moment you do that, it's a violation. And if it's handled wrong, if it leaks, reacts, gets mislabeled, or lands in the wrong bin, someone could get hurt. So let's talk about what this really means for your team and how to keep it simple, safe, and compliant. Here's the biggest mistake people make. They think hazardous materials are only in the lab or the pharmacy, but the reality is these can all be regulated as hazardous waste. Cleaning chemicals, paints, thinners, adhesives, batteries, fluorescent bulbs, aerosol cans, even certain medical waste, depending on how it's classified. If it can catch fire, corrode metal, react with water, or is toxic, it probably counts. Here's a tip. When in doubt, treat it like it matters, because it's called hazardous for a reason. Let's talk about how the mishandling of hazardous materials can go very wrong very fast. Someone stores bleach and ammonia next to each other. That can trigger a dangerous chemical reaction. A used battery gets tossed into regular trash. That's an environmental violation. A bottle of solvent gets left uncapped. That can lead to evaporation, which creates a release, which earns you a citation. An unlabeled secondary container. That is an instant red flag for surveyors. These are simple slip-ups, but they're also just as easy to prevent. If you only remember 3 things, make them these. Label, segregate, store safely. Label every container, every time, with the right name, hazard, and date. Segregate. Acids go here, bases go there. Store safely. Secondary containment, closed containers, no leaks, no mystery jars. Remember, when it comes to hazardous materials, training isn't just for chemists. Your housekeeping staff needs it. Your facilities crew needs it. Your contractors need it. Everyone who touches a chemical, stores it, transports it, or disposes of it needs to know the basics. So don't just hand them a binder. Do walkthroughs. Show them the storage areas. Quiz them on labels. Micro-train all year. And always track it like it matters, because it does. Track how and when waste is picked up. Keep your manifests organized and up to date. Know where your hazardous materials are stored and how much you have. And most of all, have that documentation ready to go. If a surveyor asks, how do you ensure proper hazardous waste handling, you should be able to pull up your records and say, right here. And if you're using Scout, even better. You can track your SDS library, storage areas, and inspection logs all in one place. All right, let's bring it home. Not all waste is trash. Some of it's regulated, some of it's dangerous. Label it, segregate it, store it right. Train everyone, because anyone can cause a violation. Track it, because you can't defend what you don't document. And remember, if it leaks, burns, explodes, or poisons, it's your responsibility.